Hello. Falling in love is a subject that will soon be on a few minds when Valentine's Day appears very soon. Next week, in fact. Today, I want to talk about falling in love with yourself and not anyone else. My name's Lynda Kenny and I'm a high performance coach. And I talk a lot with my clients about loving themselves as well as someone else. One thing we're all guilty of is finding fault with everything. You can look in the mirror and not like the way you look. You might think your hair's a mess. You might think you're overweight. Seriously, if I look sideways in the mirror, I cringe, and I've done for years. Now, what other ways do you find fault with yourself? You've nothing to wear. This top looks ridiculous in you. Brains and cleverness weren't handed out. You don't feel good enough. Success happens to other people, not to you. Everybody seems to have perfect kids, and yours are very naughty. I mean, the list could go on and on. In business, these everyday things can spill over into the way we actually feel. So I want to share some tips with you on falling in love with yourself for good. So I hope they help. Number one, meditate every day. And I know if this sounds alien to you, if you've never done it before, you can learn how to do it. And I promise it will help. A good source for you is, for instance, a site by Louise Hay. Sadly, she's passed on, but her legacy lives on, and you'll love her website, Louise Hay. And she talks a lot about affirmations and about meditation. I also use an app called Calm, which is fabulous if you want to have 5 minutes to yourself, listen to some soothing voices and music. It is wonderful. Number two is to look after your health. We all eat the wrong things sometimes. I know I do. But deep down, you know that eating healthier will help your overall health. And I know that certain foods, for instance, give me heartburn and make me feel bloated. This is not me saying you should go on a diet. Quite often, they don't work. But be more mindful of what you eat. Drink more water. And I have an app on my phone now that reminds me to have a drink. Yep, I really do forget. And if you're like me, you might not go to the gym every day. Just go for a walk and get some fresh air. I take daily supplements and I know they've helped me a lot in terms of fighting colds and flu. So, just do things to help your health. Number three, take time out for you. Once a week at least, take yourself off somewhere and do something just for you. It might be shopping, it might be out for a lunch with a friend, it might be a hobby, the cinema, anything where you can relax and forget everything else. Even reading a book while listening to some music can be a really good chill out. Number four, focus on what makes you happy. If you're an entrepreneur, you can get bogged down with all the work you need to do to earn some extra cash or even more cash. And we do have to do profit-making tasks in our work. But don't forget to do the things that make you happy as well. Even if it's chatting to your friends on social media, don't feel guilty about it. Number five, and I say this in quite a lot of my videos, is to keep a journal. I find it very therapeutic to write things down. And I have a stack of journals and notebooks. I like to write instead of type sometimes. Whatever you find that is therapeutic for you, then keep a journal in one form or another. Number six is to be grateful. It's easier to concentrate on what we don't have in life instead of looking at what we do have. You could begin each day by listing three things that you're grateful for. Things that you were grateful for today, write them in your journal. Number seven, see the good in things and the people around you. We can nitpick at anything if we're in that mood, but if we dwell on the negatives all of the time, we forget the good things that we have. It's positive to believe that every person has something good inside them, and I'd rather do that than look for the negatives all the time. Number eight is to value you. You're unique, and your inner thoughts and the way you feel about you is so important to your overall well-being. Read inspirational stories and books and watch motivational videos. Do courses on personal development and confidence and begin to like yourself more and more. Number 9, is to take care of your relationships. When we're wrapped up in the negative or we're busy with work, it's very easy to ignore those around us. Make sure you make some time to pay attention to your loved ones. I know I've often been distracted by work and think to myself, I haven't spoke to my husband for 2 hours. You need to take care of your relationships. The 10th and final thing is to practice, be kind to yourself. Practice self-compassion and stop being so hard on yourself and give yourself some credit. You're worthy of whatever you want as much as anyone else. Believe that with all your heart. I know you want to be successful in your life, but it begins with you. And don't be afraid to be spontaneous now and again and do what you want when you want. I hope they've helped you today. I really want you to work on falling in love with yourself. As a high performance coach, I offer a complimentary 20-minute phone call where I can explore with you how I can help you even more. If you'd like to take advantage of that, reach out to me on Facebook, or you can go straight to my calendar at callwithlynda.com. I look forward to speaking with you soon.